Hello, you beautiful people. And James. And welcome back, guys. So today we bring you another new video, and this one is from Piers Morgan Uncensored, and it is Jordan Peterson debates the psychology of Vladimir Putin with Piers Morgan.
Yeah,
So,
Okay.
yeah, this is
that's a title right there. Good job, Bulldog.
Uncensored. Oof.
yeah, first try as well. Got it straight out.
All right, let's see. Let's see
cuts
how
at
this.
all.
Let's see how this video does on our channel. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
uncensored. I don't know what they're gonna say.
Jordan Peterson is definitely very outspoken on his views and what he believes, and Piers Morgan is just basically a stubborn British guy who what he believes is what he believes, and there's no change in his mind.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. This should be very interesting, man.
And if you're ready, hit that subscribe button to show us you're ready.
Don't
That'd
be
be a beautiful
scared.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Don't forget to hit that bell as well. Don't be scared.
Hey,
damn.
and try to get this video to, let's say, at least 500 likes. Y'all could do it. Y'all could do it.
500,000 easily. Yeah,
I said,
easy.
yeah, 500. That's
likes?
it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, 500,000. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Well, he's a lot more like everybody else than anyone thinks. You know, the notion that he's Hitler or Stalin, that's just foolish. I don't see any evidence for that at all. I mean, first of all, Hitler and Stalin were very singular types, and there's a bit of Hitler and Stalin in everyone. So, you know, there's some truth in that. Maybe there's more in the typical Russian leader.
A bit of
than
Hitler
normal.
in everyone?
Everyone, he said.
Yeah.
I don't got no Hitler in me.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, why would have Nazism spread the way it did? You know, people think, well, that's all top down. It's not top down. There's a part of people that are all these people who informed on Kate Berbelsing.
Well, didn't Goebbels say that the way to get vast numbers of people to go along with what you want to do is to terrify them?
Yeah, well, you could do
hold
that.
a grip of terror over them.
Oh, yeah, but...
And then, in a way, that's what Putin's now doing with the Russian people, where he's going back now into a position of they're all trying to get us, they want to attack us, they want to take us over. He's terrifying his people to rally support for what at the moment is a conflict he has started, which is not going the way he assumed.
Well, the most...
And the thing as well is, like, Putin used that they're going to kill Nazis. That's what, like, some of the what he said is Ukraine's full of Nazis and stuff, so he's doing good to start with. But obviously now that he's trying to conscript, the Russians are trying to flee as quick as possible, all the men.
So he tried to justify his attack because he said there's Nazis, there's Jews over there?
Yeah, Nazis, yeah. So they're trying to help.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Is there
What?
Nazis in Ukraine?
Nazis over there.
There's Nazis everywhere.
Okay, there you go.
Like, I don't care. Whatever country in there's some Nazis somewhere.
So
Absolutely.
everyone has Nazism in their blood, like Peterson said.
Oh, no, not like that. I mean, literal people who believe in Nazism.
Hey,
Gotcha.
more than a bit, he said.
Yeah, that's
you said,
that's just like bullshit. 'Cause at the end of the day, when he said about why did Nazism and that get so big, it's because it was shoved with them with an iron fist. And the way Nazism got in is because after World War I, Germany was actually destroyed and demoralized, and Hitler was trying to bring like the power of Germany back. You have to remember, this is like Europe coming out of the just warring all the time, and Germany and that were huge, big empire and nations. It's
So,
just
Bulldog, you said that Hitler was trying to make Germany great again. That's what you said?
well, that's what he sold to them.
Right, that's true. That's true.
But what he delivered was not what he promised.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
His commentators on totalitarian states like Solzhenitsyn and many psychological commentators, Jung was a good example of that, made a very straightforward case that you can't have a totalitarian state unless every single person is willing to lie about everything all the time. And you can think about that as top down because the leaders lie too. And they also enforce punishments if you don't lie. But then you can also think about it. The totalitarian spirit is replicated at every level of the society. And so in a truly totalitarian state, husbands lie to their wives and parents lie to their children. And the totalitarian state is actually the grip of the lie. And so, and people will certainly go along with that. I mean we're seeing that emerge here with cancel culture. It's like lie or else.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
Interesting.
And the Russian people will be bombarded all the time with state media propaganda and will be buying into a lot of what Putin is saying.
Yeah.
How does this war end, do you think?
Okay.
We're going to find out this winter. Well,
This winter?
I know what I would do in his shoes. I'd wait till the first cold snap and shut off the taps.
Right.
Well, of course he's going to do that.
He's got the control over the
100%.
energy.
Cripple
Of
Europe.
course he's going to do that. He's already warned the West with his insistence that maintenance problems were necessary and the pipelines had
Do
to
you
be
think he
shut
will
down.
use a nuclear weapon?
If
Interesting.
necessary, he'll use a tactical battlefield weapon.
Even
Yes.
if it starts World War III?
It won't. Probably.
Why? Because we wouldn't respond?
No, it won't. Everyone's scared.
What's in it for us?
If you
Exactly.
let him do it and get away with it, where does that end? Then you are into a hit
Well,
analogy.
there's you can get yourself in a situation, no problem, where there's no good outcome. We're trying to do that right now on every front we can possibly imagine. We can easily get ourselves in a situation where it's hell this way and hell that way. That's highly probable.
Well, should the Ukrainians give the Russians anything? When I was over there recently interviewing President Zelensky, what I was struck by was everybody I met in Kyiv, the capital city, were utterly resolute. Don't give them an inch of our land.
Yeah, well, I can't speak to that because I don't know what the preconditions for peace might be. But I do know that naive notions that the Russians are going to lose somehow or that we're going to win, I just don't understand. I don't understand that. Well, what do you mean we're going to win? What are we going to win here exactly?
Well, I guess a victory would be that the Russians retreated from Ukraine.
Yeah.
With Ukrainian runes.
Right.
Well,
Peterson.
that's a hell of a victory. Like, I think Putin could manage
Right,
that.
pause for a sec. Yeah, I see what Peterson's saying. So, like, if Russia did leave, they wouldn't leave without destroying everything in their path. They
Right.
would kill, maim, destroy the
Ukraine-
land.
Yeah, Ukraine would be scarred.
Nothing would be left of Ukraine.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
and Putin, because like I don't know if you know, Russian people are very proud. They want to leave a legacy. That's the thing with Russians. That's why Russian men are very strong and like
Yeah.
they're very strong-willed. So Putin won't leave his dynasty of him losing a war.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Either way, if he leaves, he wins.
He will do a petty move also, like pressing that button.
Well,
He seems.
you think it's paid because obviously you brought up in the American way, but in a Russian way of strong will, especially like his era of Russian. It's mostly not more of a modern thought, like, but the olden times was like, yeah, you either win or you die.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep. Like
That's it. You
Peterson
win or
said,
die.
there's hell on both ways.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
hell on
yeah,
both
yeah.
sides. Like
Yeah.
no matter which way it goes, it's gonna be bad.
It's bad. Yeah. And this war's been going on for far too long.
Wait, I mean, yeah, like you know it's going on too long when the media stops talking about it because like.
And the thing is, the media have stopped talking about it, mostly over there. They haven't here, is because America are funding Ukraine with so much money and supplies and weapons. That's mostly why they're not saying anything, because American people hate funding stuff for some reason.
I'm sure they're still covering it, but it's not like mainstream like it was when it first.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I know what you mean. But the amount of money that you guys are pumping in, that's actually mostly also why the government are like, shh.
Oh,
quiet down a bit.
okay. Yeah.
We're putting billions into this.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because just think, it's showing American power against Russia without America being in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Everything is
and
for a
you're
reason.
you're like, oh, what was it? You've got like these missile silos that are mobile, so it can be hidden. It comes up, fires rockets, and then by the time they've landed, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's decimating Russia. And then you have the British rocket launcher that can shoot from like, I think it's a couple of miles away. Perfect aim.
Wow.
So yeah. If I remember correctly, yeah. And so them two were just like, I think, if memory serves, over 100 Russian generals have been killed in this war from these weapons.
Dang.
Yeah.
Crazy. War's crazy, guys.
It's
Because I think
horrible.
he could tell his people, and I think they might buy it. It's like, we accomplished our objective. We devastated Ukraine and we kept it out of the hands of the West. And that's not great. It's not what we had hoped for, but it's better than the alternative. And I think they would buy that. And I think when Putin went into Ukraine, I thought a bunch of things, which I made a YouTube video about that.
I thought he'd win very quickly.
I thought, okay, well, what's happening here? Oh, I see. His end game for failure is that Ukraine is left in a smoking ruin. Oh, that's a victory.
Yep.
So then he can lose with impunity.
Right.
So how can we win?
That's what you just said.
We can't win against Vladimir Putin anyways, because you cannot win against someone you cannot say no to. Period.
Exactly. Bro.
You can't say no to Putin.
I just now learned about this. We just learned about this with Rome. If you don't accept defeat, then you didn't win.
Yeah. I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They lost a whole fleet, 100,000 men. They were like, oh, okay, we have more.
And they still won.
Losing.
They lost more, but they still won. That's what I said. Like, you can't win against someone who you can't say no to. Like, the war's going to keep.
In World War II, it just proven, like, you just don't fight Russia. Napoleon failed. That Hitler failed. No one invades Russia and wins because they're just tough bastards who won't say no.
And then environment sucks too.
Look at the environment.
We're
not used to that.
And they're used to it. It's just a normal day for them. Oh, minus 40. It's a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Tank
like,
tops, bro, with machine guns, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Like,
because
that area of the world.
We sold our soul for his oil and gas.
Yeah.
And we did that to elevate our moral stature in relationship to saving the planet. And so here we are, facing a very dire winter, hoisted on the petard of our own foolishness and moral presumption. We're saving the planet. We'll see. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it to me. And this is the most catastrophic issue here. Assuming that we're facing an environmental crisis of planetary proportions, which is not something I buy, by the way. Assuming we are, well, then I would imagine that you would put in place measures that would ameliorate that problem instead of exacerbating it. But all the measures you're putting in place are actually making the environmental problem worse. So how is that even vaguely acceptable? And I look at that and I think, oh, I see. It's just like George Orwell said about middle-class socialists 50 years ago. It's not that you love the planet, it's that you hate humanity. So, well, have at her, boys and girls, and we'll see what happens this winter. And it's very terrifying to me.
It is.
I especially here, because your energy prices have gone way out of control, and that's going to hurt a lot of poor people.
I'm not looking forward to this winter at all.
Certainly around the world as well. The World Bank already estimated that we've put 350 million people
quilts
into
and
what they
hoodies
call
and jackets,
food
mate.
insecurity.
That's all I'm getting ready for.
350 million. That's 3 times as many
I
as the
literally won't be able
communists
to
managed
afford to
kill.
put it on every
Maybe
day.
we can manage that in a winter. But the planet has too many people on it anyway, so, that's just
No,
poor
it
people.
doesn't.
Interesting. Think he's being sarcastic on that one?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Trying to say there's too many people. There's so much more space for more people.
He contradicted himself, or who? I think it was him. He said that we are in a population crisis.
Yeah, we're losing population.
Yes, it was him.
He was being sarcastic just now, George.
Yeah. Because, yeah. That's why he said it like the way he did. Yeah.
This winter, he predicts it's going to be bad.
It's gonna be bad on everybody.
Hang
On
tight.
everybody.
Hang tight, people.
Yeah.
Hang tight.